By the end of my first night in El Paso, I was becoming aware of part of its true character and self-expression. The city's arid climate does not subtract from its vibrancy that extends from its nature to people. The Franklin Mountains bring a majestic touch to the urban areas of the city as they extend from north of downtown El Paso into New Mexico. On the south side of the Franklin Mountains lies a giant man-made star comprised of more than 400 light bulbs. The star's initial purpose was to be a Christmas ornament, and it was only lit throughout the holiday season. Currently, the west side of El Paso is under its presence daily, sleeping by day and shining at night. The Franklin's rocky surface sometimes appears to reflect a purple tone during a rich sunset. However, I've read that whenever monsoon season arrives in El Paso, which is from June through September, the rain changes the Franklin Mountains' fashion as they shift to a more verdant, lush tone. A range of earthy colors such as diverse browns, terracotta, and red appear on the grounds of Sun City. The desert wonderland called Red Sands, located in East El Paso, is a perfect example of some of that color palette. The 21 square miles of reddish dunes seem like a piece of Mars being showcased on Earth, enticing off-roaders, adventure seekers, and other admirers. Art coats the streets and establishments in certain places in the city, including compelling designs that convey profound messages, where some pieces demonstrate the history and culture of the region. The University of Texas at El Paso, also known as UTEP, can be a marvel for those interested in global cultures because nearly all of the buildings of the university feature Bhutanese architecture in the style of dzongs, which have served various purposes throughout the history of Bhutan, such as being fortresses and religious and administrative structures. UTEP is a predominantly Hispanic university where the faraway kingdom of Bhutan is familiar. The University of Texas at El Paso is the only university in the United States whose distinctive architecture is derived from Bhutan's breathtaking craftsmanship, as stated in an article on the university's website. UTEP was the first place that I had in mind to take my dad to explore on our first day in El Paso, not only because I am a massive nerd for higher education, but it was also due to me being aware that one of the parking garages on campus could serve as an elevated structure to view Ciudad Juarez, Mexico from across the highway.
Sí.
The Bhutanese-themed parking garage satisfied the perspective of Juarez I was looking for. However, I still wanted more, another field of vision. On the drive to the next destination, I caught myself thinking about my future after my stay in El Paso. Would I stay working at the refugee shelter only for the 2 weeks I signed up for, or would I go longer? Usually, breathtaking sights distance me from my heavier thoughts, and I was relieved to have made it to Scenic Drive. Paved onto the Franklin Mountains are 2 routes, Scenic Drive and Rim Road, which offers some of the best bird's eye views of El Paso and Juarez. Many homes facing the famous scenery exude a sense of affluence, each standing within an original aesthetic. A friendly cat appeared near me while I was staring at both countries from above. It was embodying a token of good luck, another curious wanderer on this planet who has made it to another sunset. Nighttime was nearing, which meant only a few more hours until I'd find out what it was like to live and volunteer at the refugee shelter.